this might be a hot take because I know a lot of people don't like it. But I personally think that Luigi's Mansion 2 is really good.
I need to give it more of a chance. I don't have an opinion. I made it through the first mansion and went, and then didn't go back to it.
I loved it. The mission-based stuff didn't turn me off, honestly.
I don't mind the mission-based stuff. I've never had a problem with that.
I thought it was fine. Like, there were some challenges. There were some interesting things. Like, I mean, Nintendo's done mission-based stuff. Like, Sunshine and 64 are big examples of that. Galaxy even, too. So, like, I didn't mind it. I thought it was cool. I felt the passion in that game.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, they missed this series. They wanted to bring it back. It was so clear to me that they wanted to do this.
And I felt that way with Luigi's Mansion 3 too.
No, yeah, I mean,
I actually really liked Luigi's Mansion 3.
Luigi's Mansion 3 was really good.
As of the time of this recording, I just beat it like 2 months ago. My guess is that by the time this comes out, I beat it almost a year ago.
Yeah,
but like,
possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. Luigi's Mansion 3 was weird for me because like it was good and I really liked it, but I liked 1 and 2 better.
I like 1 more than anything.
Oh,
one is one of the best games I've ever played.
Oh yeah, but that is just a fact.
Easily in my top 10, if not in my top 5.
Yeah, I want to do the PAL Hidden Mansion shit because I spent so much time and money finding a fucking GameCube that could do composite and all this modding shit so I could play it on the fucking thing, and I bought an actual PAL version of the game and I did all this fucking work, and then NSO was like, oh, here you go. And I got so mad, and like I
hope they add the first Kirby Air Ride onto NSO with the Air Riders coming out.
Going to.
I didn't watch either of the directs, so if they said they were going to, I didn't see it.
I think they're going to.
Yeah, because I don't like to watch the game specific directs. I like to be surprised.
No,
I watched the main directs. But
they didn't say it during the game specific one.
Oh, okay.
They when they announced like the GameCube NSO, I thought I remember it being one of the.
Oh, I'm sure it was, but with Nintendo, that could mean 10 years from now too, when they finally decide to put a game they already have a working ROM of on a service that they could have done 5 years ago.
True.
But they just felt like waiting 5 more years, so they made you wait 5 more years.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, are you telling me that the Switch NSO isn't capable of just holding all of your first party library? Why, like for NES or SNES or anything like that? Like,
well, we also have to remember that Ocarina of Time had that whole emulation issue.
Yeah, but the NSO has been better than the Wii and Wii U era was.
No, that was NSO.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that, because I know the Wii U version had lighting issues.
No, the NSO version had like the Shadow Link battle was impossible. Like he just wouldn't.
Interesting.
He wouldn't surface. It was a whole fucking problem.
Oh, Jesus.
Interesting.
No, it was bad. And like they fixed it pretty quick. So I mean, like. I'm
talking more specifically to NES and SNES, though. It confuses me that so many of their games are not on there.
That's
like my smartphone that I have in my pocket right now could run your NES games.
Yeah, that's
Why are you waiting 12 years to give me a 40-year-old game?
So that they can make the service feel worth it because they're adding games.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that's what.
Oh, I know.
Doing.
Yeah. And they're doing the same thing with Nintendo Music too.
That shit is so.
Which I thought was going to be
ridiculous.
Which I thought was going to be so cool when they first announced it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, so you're only going to put like 2 games a year on here?
Yeah.
And you're not even going to release the soundtracks of your newest releases alongside the release?
Yeah.
Like any normal company would.
Yeah, they barely do that ever.
They don't. They just don't at all.
Yeah.
I feel like they had such a missed opportunity there.
I think Bonanza just got added.
I don't think any
Princess
Nintendo
Peach
Switch
got added like last month.
What?
Princess Peach got added last month.
Showtime. Oh yeah, Showtime. Yeah,
Showtime.
That game stunk.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a hot take on that one. I actually really liked that game.
Oh, okay, it was fine, I guess.
It was fun. I'm not going to say it's like a masterpiece of gaming or anything like that.
Sure.
But for the 6-hour ride that I had with that game, it's pretty fun.
Okay,
I had a good time.
I guess
fine.
That's fine. I guess it's not offensive. I guess it's just fine. I guess.
No, they haven't done.
I'd have to play.
They haven't done any Nintendo Switch 2 games on Nintendo Music.
Are you shitting me?
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people have been bitching because they want World, and I agree completely. World should already be on there, but
oh fuck yeah.
But like my point is how
MP3 on there.
Yeah, how hard is it to think of like the? Sorry, go for it.
No, I was gonna say just to reiterate that point, but they also have that system where you can loop it like flawlessly. me.
Which
so
is cool.
like,
That is
yes,
cool.
But I think that's something that they have to take into accountability when they put music
But
on.
they did it in the game, and they have a system for it. I feel like it wouldn't be too
Also,
difficult.
just don't offer that service for that specific song if it's going to be that.
Yeah,
big of an
or
issue.
if you have a shit ton of songs like Ultimate or Mario Kart World, just don't do that. Because even Ultimate's not on there either. Now that's rights issues, and that I can understand.
Oh, yeah, that is.
But like
Oh, what, Super
World,
Smash Brothers or?
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's
Okay.
a bunch of songs that they don't own.
They
I was
just
gonna
don't
say
own, yeah.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is on there, but yeah.
Yeah, no, like Mario Kart World.
Yeah.
Like, that none of which like you own all that shit. Just fucking put it on there.
But like, even on a marketing standpoint, doesn't it make way more sense, like synergy-wise, to be
Yes.
like, oh, we have a brand new AAA game coming out. Let's make it the main focus on all of our apps. Let's
Yeah.
release a Mario Kart World theme on the Nintendo Today app.
Yeah.
Let's add the soundtrack to Nintendo Music. Like,
think-
they're missing out on so much like synergy between their platforms.
There has
Yep.
there has
And PlayStation's
God.
just as guilty.
There has got to be an internal issue with that. There
Yeah.
has to be, because I promise you that was their intention. There has got to be something that went wrong.
Nintendo's hubris and
Yeah,
their ego,
probably.
and their ego
Yeah,
and their stubbornness.
but it's like
I love Nintendo to death, but I see all their flaws.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
But like there is definitely something going wrong. That they're just like, well, shit, that plan didn't work.
Yeah. I think it's just
It's
Japanese
probably hubris.
Japanese culture mixed with the fact that they have the same staff for the last 60 years.
Yeah,
Definitely
Like,
not helping.
that's definitely not.
I
helping.
can't imagine that helps very much.
No.
And I love that they have veterans, because then you get a lot of games have the same charm as the old ones, but you need new talent.
Yeah, but
need to be able
to a
to
certain
rotate.
extent, though,
Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't
need to
even say that
rotate.
much, because like another huge example that fell into the same landfall is Disney. Disney's old head of animators, you'd think that it was such a big thing to be able to train the new guys or whatever, but they were actually turning them into like worse animators because they were so stuck and stubborn in their old ways that they were suppressing new talent by trying to teach them the old ways. There's a lot of actual recorded history about this happening at Disney Studios, where for the longest time the new head tried to pitch new projects, like these new animators fresh out of college and everything would pitch new projects or like try and do a different style or like something else, and then get turned down because it wasn't what we do here by the old animators.
I completely.
And
I see that as true.
It's
I can see
actually
that.
funny. You can see it in Disney's productions that when the old animators started to retire or die out and the new animators took over is when the supposed golden age of Disney animation started. The return to Disney's original form, when they had a couple decades of failed projects, because all of these old animators were so stuck and stubborn, they were suppressing anything new. And I feel like Nintendo's going through a lot of that same idea now,
Yeah, because
where they're suppressing new ideas.
I feel like with like the Luigi's Mansion games, like that's not developed internally.
It's next level games.
It's next
It's
level
a Canadian studio.
and they're
Yeah.
like, I'm sure they have like a bunch of new, fresh talent working on that shit that uses stuff from the old games. But it's like, well, we got to do something new because
Yeah.
it's a new audience, and that's why those games perform so fucking well.
And I would say that Metroid Prime 4 only took so long because once Metroid Prime was proved to be a success, Nintendo realized they had to keep a close eye on it. Whereas before, it was specifically handed to retro games because Nintendo hated Metroid because it never sold well in Japan.
Yeah.
So they were like, here, this shitty Western developer can do it.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, just do whatever you want. We're not even going to pay attention.
Yeah,
and then they ended up
fucking
creating
nailed
fucking
it.
masterpieces, and Nintendo
Yep.
panicked and went, oh shit, now we have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
now we have to care, and now we have to watch over your shoulder, and like we have to make sure you're treating this okay. Like when they couldn't give a shit, and that's what
And that's what made
created
them
such a
good?
masterpiece. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a
now
feeling
you
that's
can open your doors with your mind.
yeah,
Open
now
doors with your mind.
I think that's why Metroid Prime 4 took so long.
Yeah, probably.
Because this had too much Nintendo intervention.
I know, they really had to program telepathy into it so that you could open doors.
Yeah. No,
That takes a lot of skill.
I am excited for the game, but I feel like they just need to let new talent do their thing.
I agree.
And then PlayStation and Xbox need to take more risks.
I feel as though the best way to handle new talent is you let them do what they need to do, but then if they're struggling, step in to help.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Listen, if they're really fucking up and Mario is blue, yeah. Like
fair enough.
Step in. But like I'm just saying like if the kids are like, hey, I wanted to add like, you know, I think it'd be cool if in this game like Mario could do like a handstand like he does in the Donkey Kong games, but he can do it in 3D. Don't be like,
nah, Mario.
What?
Yeah, Mario's never done that.
In his mouth. Like, let him just add the fucking mechanic in. It's fine.
Or like the fact that Mario couldn't throw up a peace sign for decades after it was outlawed in Nintendo.
Why?
He ended up doing that instead with a closed fist.
I don't remember.
No
why
more peace signs. I think Sunshine was the last one with that. There was something about Shigeru Miyamoto's ideologies or something. He didn't like the idea of the peace sign anymore or whatever.
Well, how about
he doesn't like peace, he only likes war.
Apparently it took a lot of convincing when Odyssey was being made to let them put it back in. Because Odyssey was the next one to allow it back in. Every other game between
doing it in there.
Yeah, it's only one of like a couple of animations he can do or whatever.
Got it.
But the fact that it was even one of them took apparently a lot of fighting.
Jesus.
I think that's just happening with all of their shit now. I think they're just fighting over stupid shit like Mario throwing up a peace sign.
That does seem like an odd thing
when they should be focusing on like gameplay.
Yeah, I don't know, the mechanics. Anything else that is worth a damn than Mario holding 2 fingers up.
Yeah.
This is how many I'm going to put in the stink. And Miyamoto.
It's 2 in the pink.
And Miyamoto was just like, ew, and took it out.
But like for
2 in the pink, more like that stings.
Yeah.
The other thing too, though, is in all companies are doing this is trend chasing. They need to stop fucking trend chasing.
Stop.
Because apparently, I just recently learned this, and I don't. At the time of recording, I don't know how like true this is, but it seemed to come from some credible sources. Firewalk Studios.
Who?
They were. Let me finish.
Sorry, yeah.
Firewalk Studios was a brand new game development studio with some pretty notable talent on it.
Okay.
From like other studios that had made good games, and they approached Sony.
Okay.
With pitches and stuff, and Sony ended up buying them.
Okay.
What you know from them is their one and only release, Concord.
God.
However, according to old Firewalk employees, the original pitch that Firewalk had approached Sony with was an infamous prototype crossover.
I remember that. I remember that.
PlayStation originally said yes, and that's what they purchased Firewalk over. Yeah, apparently PlayStation originally said yes, and that's what they purchased Firewalk Studio to work on until live service games became the meta. And they said, hey, Firewalk, fuck your stupid shit. We're making all of our studios do live service games now. And so they canned that project and worked on Concord instead. A game that didn't even last like, what, a month? I think it lasted a week.
It didn't last a week.
Yeah.
It barely lasted its launch.
But apparently a decent chunk of work had been done on the infamous prototype crossover.
Jesus.
It's rumored that on top of trend chasing with live service, Sony was apparently having a hard time securing the rights to prototype.
Oh, but, interesting.
Well, because it wasn't their game.
Well, right.
Yeah.
That's fair,
but regardless, it probably would have just turned into a new Infamous game, if anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really what killed PlayStation this generation was trend chasing. Live service games. They wasted so much time and money on live service games and canceled so many projects to make it happen. And then we only got one of them. It lasted a week and they canceled the rest of them. Because do you remember PlayStation saying they were going to release 15 live service games this year?
No.
This was last year.
I didn't even know they were going to say that. I didn't know they were
last year they predicted in 2025 they were going to release at least 10 to 15 live service games. Only one of them came out, and that was Concord.
Jesus. Can that fucking answering machine shut up? Whatever. All right, I'm ignoring it. I know what it is now.
I did hear about this. Yeah.
Why? Dude. Oh my God.
Why are they moving over by the mall?
They're redoing the police station.
Oh, okay.
Which has been a whole fucking thing.
I mean, that police station needed to be redone.
They're trying to redo
that place has been the exact same since we were kids.
They're trying to redo the police station. They're trying to redo the school. They're trying to redo a bunch of they're trying to redo address. Oh, they're trying to censor that.
They've been trying to redo fucking
address
since we were kids.
They are doing all 3 of these at the same time, and everybody's up in arms, and it's been a whole fucking thing, and we have to hear about it every goddamn fucking day, and I want to blow my head off because I don't fucking care. It's just so annoying.
I don't even live in this city anymore. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Dan's mourning the loss of a prototype Infamous game. I don't blame you.
I love Infamous. I've never actually played Prototype.
It's really good. Prototype is.
I watched
so
my
good.
sister play it when it was out, and I really liked watching her play.
Bro, I will play that on channel with you.
Yeah.
I fucking love Prototype.
It's one of Dan's. Correct me.
That's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
2 or 1?
1.
I've heard the second one was not as great.
The second one, they treated it more with like a story game.
Yeah.
Which was
because like the first game was more sandboxy, wasn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
To kind of just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I remember one of my. This is gonna sound so funny, but it is just the nature of the game. Yeah. I remember one of my sister's favorite things to do while she was playing it was to grab civilians, bring them all the way up to the building, and then throw them off. Because it had really funny ragdoll physics.
My favorite thing to do was there was a DLC that we got with the game that allowed us
that was so unlucky.
I can't
was body surfing.
Okay.
You would literally take a civilian, you would jump, and then you would literally you would surf on them like surfboards, crushing them into the pavement.
That was DLC.
That was DLC.
That was awesome. Yeah. So the first Prototype got a bunch of DLC. I remember that.
Yeah, that was kind of like
adding
a
bunch
pack.
of shit.
Yeah. I fucking love Prototype so much. So, and then I only played Infamous Second Son, but like I loved the world that it was put in.
Second Son was good. I did enjoy Second Son. It's nowhere close to the first 2 games, but Second Son is solid.
But like the fact that you would combine those 2 premises,
it was gonna be
already like fucking.
It was gonna be
melting.
Cole from the first 2 Infamous games with the guy from Prototype.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's fucking cool.
Because for the longest time there was a rumored Infamous game being developed without Sucker Punch's involvement.
Damn.
And, that was apparently the Prototype crossover that never happened because of Concord.
Oh, fucking hell.
God, fuck clout chasing.
This is
well, because everybody saw Fortnite make $1 billion, and then they're like, we can do that too, can't we?
No.
And then, no, we can't.
No, they can't because Fortnite did they captured lightning in a bottle.
I was gonna say Fortnite like literally struck gold and then hoarded the rest of it for everybody from everybody else.
Also, like as much I don't really care for Fortnite, but they are really good at what they do with that, and the characters and the game modes and all that shit is really well done.
I will say the community around Fortnite is awful. The actual game Fortnite is super innovative and actually really fun.
Yeah, and again, a lot of characters have been translated extremely faithfully.
Yeah,
so the new Simpsons season that's going on as of the time of this recording looks really fun.
Yeah.
The whole map is turning into Springfield.
Yeah. But so I'm just like I don't really care for it, but game recognizes game, bro. Like they do a fantastic job with what they have. Good for them.
And it's funny because I heard that this game was originally like the Battle Royale wasn't even like the main focus of the game.
So what happened, Dan, if you weren't aware? Because I distinctly, and I hate that I cannot find it, so I must have thrown it away at some point.
I don't know.
I had a Game Informer that the cover piece was the original version of Fortnite.
Oh yeah, the zombie survival.
Yeah,
right?
with the interview from the main developer, them talking about the original game. So it was originally supposed to be a multiplayer zombie survival game.
Yeah.
Where you built forts to survive zombies.
Yeah, to survive a Fortnite.
But then it was taking way too long. So Epic decided, hey, in the meantime, let's satiate the people and create this quick battle royale mode on the side.
Yeah.
Just to hold them over while we finish the main game.
Yeah.
And then it just absolutely blew the fuck up.
Yep.
And then they were like, oh, well then fuck the zombie survival game. Let's just keep going with the battle royale.
Yep.
Yeah.
And eventually it did come out as the save the world mode. But by then the zombie survival aspect was the footnote. And the battle royale had taken over completely.
Yeah.
What started as just a means to fill a gap while they delayed a game ended up being the whole game, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
Honestly. But I have a Game Informer with somewhere, and I might have gotten rid of it because I cannot find it, that has the original concept art for the original Fortnite on the cover.
Damn.
And if Dan, in editing, if you can find it, like put it up right now for the viewers, because it was a cool issue.
If it's a Game Informer cover, you should be able to find it.
I wonder if I have.
I just don't know if he'll want to put in the effort.
I don't think we do, Dan.
I don't know.
I used to save all my Game Informers, and then I think my mom made me get rid of a bunch of them.
We used to save all of them too, and we were like, fuck it.
I still have a giant collection of
I have all my Game Informers still.
No, yeah. I know we still have.
This would have been circa like 2015, 2016, I think. think.
I think that was right
this
around the
Fortnite
time.
issue.
I think that's when
Because it would have been right as we were going into high school, because that was when PUBG came out.
that was right around when the GameStop we used to go to closed, and when we tried to ask the new people to send us Game Informers, they just wouldn't.
Yeah, they don't even. GameStop sold Game Informer.
I believe it.
Game Informer is its own independent magazine publishing now.
No, I understand that.
That's
but,
good.
Yeah, they're not with GameStop anymore.
But they used to just send them to you, and they were still doing it. And we were like, "Hey, can you just send it to us?" And they never did. And we'd have to go to the store to get. And we didn't even buy it. We just took it.
Yeah, now they charge for it.
Yeah.
It used to be free. Or I don't know if it was ever supposed to be free. Maybe I just knew everybody that worked there.
No, they would just send it to us.
Yeah. But no, I used to get it sent to me, and then it turned to only digital, and I was told they don't do physical anymore.
That kind of stinks.
And then the physical just relaunched, but independently, not under GameStop anymore.
I guess if they're independent, they're charging. That's fine. I guess.
They are charging, and it wasn't that bad of a deal. I just don't read magazines often enough to warrant it anymore. It's going to be the exact same news I heard 2 weeks ago on my phone. So
Yeah.
like, I will say, however, reading retro game magazines is so cool.
Oh yeah. I want to get like Nintendo Power stuff.
I have a whole bunch of Electronic Gaming Monthly.
Yep.
I have a ton of EGM issues, and it's so fun to scroll through those.
I like looking through
to pick through those.
Yeah. I love reading those old things because like older games, like even especially in the GameCube era, but a lot of these older games had way crazier beta stuff.
Yeah.
Than newer games do, because newer games they're usually more confident or they just don't release stuff for a while. But like for like older games, they're like, here is like the tech demo of this game and what it looked like in like the earliest stages possible.
That's true.
And it was so fascinating to see some of the shit that they considered, what they scrapped. It was so cool. And then like nowadays they're just kind of like, yeah, here's the finished product. Yep. That's so much less interesting to me. Although but I get it.
The two best things that I have ever seen in any of my EGM issues that I bought is the first one was
fuck you, apparently.
Yeah, what was the fucking point of getting the turbo nozzle? All right, whatever.
Is apparently a Gex animated movie made by DreamWorks.
Was it what?
A Gex animated movie by DreamWorks.
Was it 2D or 3D?
What the fuck?
I don't know. It just said that it was happening.
DreamWorks, so it's probably 3D.
That's insane.
Yeah, it just said that it was happening in one of the EGM magazines. They were talking about upcoming video game movies, and like Resident Evil was on there, which would have just come out like the next year after this issue. And then it highlights a Gex movie in development with DreamWorks, and I'm like, I didn't even know about that until I was just
I'm not
it.
shocked it got canned, but that would have been so fascinating.
But then the other major thing, and I just thought this was so cool, because like nowadays it just seems so trivial.
Yeah.
But back then it would have been everything. Mm-hmm. In one of the EGM magazines I have, there's a whole column that is talking about this mysterious new N64 game that just launched in Japan called Animal Forest.
Oh, yeah, Animal Crossing.
No one knew anything about because it wouldn't hit the West until the GameCube a few years later as Animal Crossing. But here is years ago before anybody knew what this franchise was of people speculating about this new N64 game called Animal Forest, and it's just so funny to like see that for that time period.
Yeah.
Of like that people not knowing what Animal Crossing is because the West hadn't even seen it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I own it.
Do you? The original Animal Forest?
Yeah. I own
we
it.
have it. It's in that bin over there.
Yeah, it's in that bin. We own it because I saw it and I was like, holy shit, this is the N64 version of Animal Crossing, because I knew what it is now, obviously.
Because the version that we got here in the West was Animal Forest E+.
Yeah.
Which was the Japanese version of the N64 game.
Yeah,
I know you know. I was more saying it because I wasn't sure if Dan knew.
Yeah, it's
50-50.
Basically the... It's
I know you know.
Oh my god.
That's what we do. That's what the two of us do. Of course
No,
you know.
I know. I'm just telling Dan, it's like, it is the fuller version of Animal Crossing.
Yeah. And the one that we officially got released here in the West.
Exactly. Yeah, James and I sit on our asses looking at old shit all day.
Dude, I remember somebody had traded in a bunch of EGM issues to our local game store, and I just bought like a giant stack of them, and then I spent like 3 days just like flipping
Scouring
through them. Yeah, flipping through them because it's so interesting to see how they viewed gaming back then.
Yeah.
And like so many franchises that like are huge and multi-million dollar, like billion-dollar franchises franchises back now in the modern age were basically unknown back then, and were like this quirky new game coming out.
Yeah.
I have
check out this quirky game on the Genesis called Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim 3, I think, is one of the cover pieces on one of the issues I own.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe that.
But it's either 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But then I also have a EGM issue that talks about Sega dropping out of the hardware race.
Oh,
like
shit.
right as it was happening. Like
Wow.
this was somebody reporting on active news that Sega had mentioned they were dropping out of the hardware war.
Holy shit.
Because I have all of my issues range from I think 1991 to 2003.
Yeah.
I think is the issues I have. So it was like that perfect generation. That was smooth. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, 3 hands.
But yeah, there's a whole page dedicated to talking about how Sega just announced they were dropping out of the hardware war.
That's fucking
And I'm like, this is so weird. It's like a time capsule.
Yeah. GameStop officially announced the end of the console
You sent
wars.
that to me. Yeah.
Get a grip, GameStop. Like, yes, the console wars are over. Like,
Phil Spencer has made it very clear over the years that he doesn't even believe the console war is a thing and hasn't been for a generation at this point.
yeah,
He said the last time they actively competed with PlayStation was the Xbox One, and he feels like the Xbox has been doing their own thing since.
well, you know what was funny was that like when I went to Japan, I talked to a third-party company that like works for Nintendo or like, has worked for them, excuse me, and they were like, yeah, the console wars aren't a thing. Like, they in like over here where the games are actually made, there is no war. There is only, hey, that was really cool. Can you show us how to do that? Yeah, sure, totally. Here's how we did it. And it would be like from Sony to Nintendo or vice versa. And it's like,
which is really funny considering Nintendo's practices nowadays. But anyway,
they literally were like, the console wars were not a thing. They have never been a thing. Like, they kind of are now.
Granted,
but
Japan has never once liked the Xbox, so there hasn't really ever been an opportunity for a console war. Because
that's true.
PlayStation is in this giant mech robot suit while Nintendo's a kid over there in the corner eating glue. Most of the time, there's not really a comparison between those two. Here in the West, where both are equally strong brands, it is basically comparing like potatoes to potatoes. Like it's the same kind of idea. So I get why console war wouldn't really exist in Japan, because they don't give a fuck about the Xbox and they never have. Whereas over here it's a significant brand. That is actively competing with PlayStation, whereas Nintendo has pretty much always done its own thing, at least in the last 2 decades or so.
That's true.
And doesn't really try to compete with Sony.
No, not at all.
So there can't really be a war if no one's fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.